Alright, welcome back to Golfing Gadget, where I'm documenting the real grind from a 12 handicapper down to scratch, one round at a time. This video is going to be a little different. We're talking about the 666 tour, where we took 4 rounds on in 4 days. There was 10 of us and we came across some wild weather, but 4 brilliant courses up the northwest. We played St Anne's Old Links, Fairhaven, Ashton Lea, Fleetwood, all with their own challenge and all part of a tour that tested every bit of my game. Let's have a look. After a 3-hour drive up, we kicked things off with a quick bite to eat, and then it was time to hit the practice area. Links golf means one thing: bunkers. So I made sure to get stuck into them early, hit 10 balls and came out clean on all of them. Distance control felt good too. The putter was also feeling strong. Rolled a few and felt confident straight away. Woods and irons, not so much to go for. While there was a driving range, it was quite far away, so we decided just to hit the nets. So I was going in pretty blind there, but hey, the vibes were decent. What we did know is the wind was up, so I knew club selection was going to be more like guesswork than science. How did it get on? Well, it started really solid, 17 points on the front 9, and I was feeling in control. But then the back 9 hit, and it didn't just didn't hold together. Finished off with 31 points. The putter actually stayed hot, plus 2.3 strokes gained versus a scratch handicap, and with just 31 putts overall. Short game felt good throughout. The big problem was getting to the green. The par 3s absolutely killed me. 2 over on 3 of the 4. As for the course itself, I thought it was a nice little links track. Decent layout, and the wind definitely made it tricky. But aside from that, I didn't feel like it had loads of defence. Still, I was satisfied with my 31 points. At the start of the day, we'd all agreed anything in the 30s would be a good result given the conditions. Out of the 10 of us, 4 of us finished on 31 points, the highest score for the day. But thanks to my poor back 9, I was the last of the 4. Trek to Fairhaven. It sits slightly inland compared to St Anne's, but the wind was very much in play still. Personally, I wasn't feeling great. I'd had a few too many drinks the night before, definitely more than planned, and I was feeling worse for wear the next morning. Still, decided to put the best foot forward, hit the practice range, but ball striking just wasn't there. Short game area, also not there. I knew this was going to be a challenging round, and that's exactly how it played out. Shot 28 over par. Yeah, I think on the day it was something like 21 points. Worst of the session, but the driver was all over the show. A few decent tee shots, but most of the time I was just hacking out of the rough or bracken. Only towards the end of the round did things start to click a bit. On the 17th, hit a great tee shot, found the green and took it nearest the pin. Then on 18, smashed a great drive, but I just couldn't make it count with the second shot. Positives? The putter was still a weapon, but other than that, not much to help on the day. Day 3, we headed to Ashton Lea, which was going to be a bit of a change of pace. It's a parkland course, more inland, with a bit more contour to the ground. It looked great from the off, although the wind was still hanging around. The practice facilities were really nice, and I went into the day thinking this could be the one. I had no drinks the night before, I was in bed at a decent time, woke up feeling fresh and ready to go. Practice went well. The game felt in a good place. This was supposed to be my comeback round. It didn't pan out quite that way. Despite the prep, I shot a 19 over, mainly down to poor iron play and a few unforced errors. I pulled my tee shot on the first, recovered nicely to get onto the green in 3, but then lost all focus and had a shocker. I 4-putted, total disaster. Next up was a par 3. We had to wait for the 16th tee to clear before we could tee off. When it was clear, sliced my tee shot into the rubbish on the right. A poor wedge shot followed and I walked away with a 5. But then something clicked. The driver became an absolute weapon. I hit 11 off the remaining 14 fairways. The problem was that was all that clicked. From the 11 fairways, I only hit 4 greens in regulation. Irons just weren't firing. It was a tough day, but a great course. There were a few real highlights though. I hit a cracking 5-wood into 15 feet on the 4th, an amazing 306-yard drive on the 9th, a nice 52-degree wedge to 2 foot on the 12th, and then back-to-back 300-yard drives going through the 14th and 18th holes. Even the putter let me down on this day. I lost 3.8 strokes to scratch with the putter. 37 putts in total, including a 1 4-putt and a 3-putt. Definitely a round of what could have been. The final day saw us go to Fleetwood, another links course, but this round was going to be like no other. The wind was relentless. It would have been 30 if not 40 mile-an-hour winds at time, and with even a few spits of rain. The key today was clear. It's going to be keeping the ball low and keeping it in play. At the moment, that isn't my forte. The rough was thick. The bunkers were everywhere. This one was going to be a grind. We were saying at the start the wind alone would probably be worth something like a 10-shot adjustment. It was brutal. But let's go back to the prep. I prepped really well. I hadn't drunk again the night before, although being the last night we did stay out a lot later and only managed 6 hours sleep. There was a practice area, but the conditions meant we could only hit a few irons into the net and worked on putting, trying to rebuild confidence after yesterday. Expectations were low, but the course looked class. The result? Brutal. I shot 27 over par. I only hit 4 fairways on the day and struggled on the greens as well, with only hitting 3 greens in regulation. The driver let me down, the irons too. It was a real test that I was struggling to battle. That said, I did have a few highlights. You know, golf always likes to give you that little glimpse to keep you coming back. So on the 6th hole, I hit a lovely 9-iron to 10 feet into the wind, winning nearest the pin. On the 13th, I hit a lovely 5-iron into 17 feet. And on hole 15, a strong approach to the green. But other than that, there's only a couple of nice tee shots to talk about. One was hole 4, where I hit a 3-wood that went 5 yards dead centre off the fairway to help secure a par. And then on the 10th, I hit a monster 300-yard drive, though couldn't back it up after that. And what was the big win on the day though? The putter returned to form. I had a plus 1.2 strokes gained versus scratch and 34 total putts, with 3 1-putts and just 1 3-putt in those conditions. I'd happily take that. Okay, so that's all 4 days complete, and what a tour it was. Played some brilliant courses with a great bunch of mates. Golf, yeah, it wasn't about the golf really this weekend. Come to think, it just wasn't with me then. But there are definitely some positives to take away. Biggest one being my putting. It's already at the level I need, averaging scratch level strokes gained across the 4 rounds. Driver showed glimpses of what it's capable of, could be a real weapon, but I need to work on the irons and approach play. Yeah, that's the real area of focus for the next couple of weeks. As for the 6-6 tour itself, we had a trophy on the line and some cracking scores came in across the 4 days. We had Dave Jenkins hitting 37 points on the final day. Who knows how he managed to do that one. But the man of the week was Jeff. He had 2 wins in the first 2 days and then strong showings in the other rounds. Very well played overall. I had the pleasure of going out with him on day 1 and again on day 4. So huge shout out to Jeff. Equally, a huge shout out to Rich Hardy for organising an amazing event. Already looking forward to next year. The venue still to be confirmed, but I'm hearing rumours that it could be Portugal. Keep watching, we'll find out where we're going. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and follow the journey as the grind can catch. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and follow the journey as the grind to scratch continues.